Hey everybody, my name is Matt, and I just wanted to post this video as like a little update slash like news, only because yesterday I tried to record a game, but I just was not feeling the vibe. I apologize for that. You know, I like to try and put out obviously 2 gaming videos per week. That's typically the schedule, but I don't know, man. Sometimes I just cannot. Whether it's my mood, just I'm not in the right space to record a video, which sucks. And there's like a lead up to it, especially once we finish a game, because unless I'm, missing something, I don't really stay super in the loop with the games that are coming out. But there's a lot of looking through Steam and trying to find a new game to play, and you always kind of take a risk. There's not a huge monetary risk, of course, because even if you buy a game and then you wind up not liking it, or its controls aren't that good or anything like that, you realize that quickly, you can pretty much always get a refund. But it's still like the time investment of doing it and then downloading it and trying to play with the controls and trying to make it work. Like yesterday I was trying to play a game called Deliver Us the Moon. Seemed like a cool game, sci-fi game, space game, but I played with it for like 30 minutes and just could not get the resolution to come down from ultra wide to 1920 by 1080p. Everything I tried just wouldn't work. And that kind of, it's not what took me out of it, but it is when I was like, okay, I can't record. Because it was like 4 p.m. yesterday. I didn't have an especially good day. It was just like not a good headspace the whole time. So I apologize, no gaming video right now. But as far as games do go, I think Friday I'm going to post the last video for Halo. I was thinking about doing it yesterday, but the problem is, like, with now when I'm exporting all my videos at 20,000 kilobits per second, I believe it is, they take a long time to export. And like my last Glitch Hikers video that was probably an hour long, I think, took about 2.5 hours to upload. So if we wind up spending like 2.5 hours on Halo, finishing up the Halo Infinite campaign, then like this was at 4 o'clock tomorrow. I was like, well, what can I do for a game? But between recording it and then having to export that massive file and then upload that file to YouTube, I was like, I'm probably not going to get that out by the normal date. And, I like being consistent. I like, for anyone that watches, I enjoy being able to put stuff out for you that's consistent. Like, I don't like to just miss a Tuesday and then post something Wednesday, which is why I'm posting this video now as opposed to delaying it for the Halo Infinite game. Or like the Let's Play. But that is probably what we'll do Friday, because I can go ahead and start on that tomorrow and then actually have it uploaded by Friday. So that way we're not doing the whole week without a game. So I'd like to take this time to say, as always, if you have a game suggestion, please drop it down below. I know during one of my Outer Wilds videos, someone commented and left a comment like saying a game that was like Outer Wilds. I'm going to have to go back and search through the comments on that, because I want to play that game. But any game you want, like horror or adventure, casual, philosophical, like Glitch Hikers, if you have a game in mind that you want to suggest, please do. It helps weed out, because on Steam, like, there's a lot of, if you don't know, there's a lot of games on Steam that are like not worth the time. And again, it's not a huge, well, first of all, I don't like pre-recording stuff by more than like a day. I like to give myself a day to edit, but that's pretty much it. I don't like recording something a week in advance or a month in advance or anything like that. So it narrows down the time that I have to see whether or not I actually enjoy a game or not. So like there's a lot of games that I'll download from Steam and I'll like do the intro, hey, my name's Matt, this is the game, and do all this stuff. But then I'm like 10, 15, 20 minutes into it and I'm like, this is not a good video because the game is hard to comment on, or, there's a lot of reasons. But so when y'all post video game suggestions, really helps me to not necessarily weed out bad games, but like get right to the good stuff of what y'all want to see me play. You know what I'm saying? Instead of having to guess and say, oh, I hope this game is good enough. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate y'all understanding. Probably sometime soon, hopefully like within a month, we're going to be going through another channel name change. So you may have seen it actually as I played a few games on Steam, what I'm planning to change it to. But I'm getting some artwork done, getting it finalized, like for the profile picture and the background and all that stuff. I wanted to have all of that in place, so I didn't like change the name, but the logo is still old. And then obviously if you've been on my channel, the background is still from Unconventional Gentleman, or like 2, 3, or like 4 years ago. I don't know. I made that in some... I forget which software, but it was free. And, I just never got around to making another one, channel background. So I wanted to be able to do all this in one fell swoop. Of course, I'm going to make another video discussing that when it's about to happen, then when it does happen, so you all don't look on your subscription feed and see a new channel and go, what the hell, I didn't subscribe to this, and we're just going to weed out that confusion. I'm going to go ahead and make a video about it when it's about to happen. So that's another thing to look forward to. I'm excited about. I don't really like the channel content really isn't going to change that much. I still really enjoy playing video games. And, being able to chat with you all about them, especially when we hit a really good game like Glitch Hikers. I really love that game, but also Outer Wilds. A lot of people love that game, Outer Wilds, and I understand why they love it, but it's strange for a game that came out 6+ years ago, I think. Maybe it's not that old. Maybe I'm thinking of a different game, but it's a few years old, but still, by far, the Outer Wilds videos get multitudes more views than any other video that I've put out. So, but yeah, all that to say, not much is going to change. One thing that I thought would be kind of fun to do is to just post like a podcast-ish. I don't mean to be like, oh, great, starting a podcast now, just like everyone else. But because it's not really a podcast. It'd be more like a once every 2 weeks type of video I just drop, and I just kind of talk like I'm doing now. That way, I don't have to front load or back load information into videos, like try to talk for 3 minutes in the beginning of the episode or in the last part of the episode. Because I feel like if I put it in the beginning, you're like, I just want to see the game. Why are you talking about all this stuff? I'm just trying to see the game that you're playing. And then if I put it at the end, I'm worried that people won't see it. And, if it's important information, I want y'all to be able to see it. And I don't have the privilege of posting text to YouTube yet. I think you get that at like 1,000 subs or something. So, which by the way, kinda we're well on our way to. We almost have 100 subscribers here, which is awesome. I hope y'all are as excited about it as I am. I was a little bit caught off guard because we seemed to go from like 80, we hovered at 82 for a while. And then it was like 95, 96, 97. I'm like, whoa, so I guess I'm doing something right. Or, I don't know, what changed, but hey, I really appreciate all of you subscribing. It's a nice feeling seeing that number go up. Of course, it's more, it means more than numbers. But at the end of the day, like YouTube is also a numbers game. So I don't want it to seem like I'm just focused on the numbers, because that's not the case. But it's also nice just seeing more people kind of gather around. To me, when you subscribe to someone, it's like you say, you watch their content and you say, this is nice. I want to see more of this. I want more of this content to like be around, So it's kind of like someone saying, yeah, cool, I'll hang out, So I think that's really nice. And I really appreciate all of you that have subscribed. And if, all of you that are still watching this video, hey man, I really appreciate you. I really do. And anyway, kind of circling back to what I was talking about, like once every 2 weeks, I think once a week. I've tried that before any of you were back in the Unconventional Gentleman days. I did like the UG weekly recap. And I think once a week's a little like too, what do I say? A little like not much time to develop anything. But then I thought once a month is kind of too long between episodes if I was going to do like a bi-weekly podcast. Or it's weird calling it a podcast, basically just a talk session. But I figure once every 2 weeks, like that's pretty good, you know, around twice a month where I can just chat, talk about stuff, something some of y'all maybe have brought up, or just some stuff that's going on in my life. It's basically a monologue about whatever I want. And I think that'd be really cool. So that's probably the only thing that's going to like change. So if anything, more content, but it's like I said, I want to try to make a lot of these changes at the same time. You know, I'm going to change the channel name and then like all the artwork and do this extra little bit of content, which I think would be fun. And I'm going to try to maybe do some more social media because I tried peddling Unconventional Gentleman on YouTube or on other social media, like other than YouTube, for a while. And it just stressed me out really. So I would like to start getting back into that. Maybe like on, you know, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, whatever's popular, and try to put the channel out there a little bit more. So that's pretty much all I had to say today. Let's see. I'm not wearing my glasses. Wow, 12 minutes. That's crazy. Kind of another reason why I wanted to do these talking things is because like a lot of times I think the only thing I can talk about is for about 2 minutes. And then it winds up being like 12, 15, 20. Because I guess one of my superpowers is just the ability to ramble on, if you haven't figured that out already. But yeah, I think it'll be good. And this video, like I said, is going on about 13 minutes. So I think that'll about wrap it up for me. I apologize. Like I said, I'm not wearing my glasses because I have this massive screen in front of me. And if the whole video is going to be like full screen me talking and I have these on and it's like reflecting the whole time, you know, I just prefer to bypass that. But anyway, thank you all for understanding that I don't, sometimes, you know, I just don't put out a video game video. I appreciate it, and I appreciate all of you. So if you haven't already, please subscribe. Be part of the first 100. If we haven't reached 100 by the time this video goes up, then you want to be a part of that first 100. I thought it'd be cool when I first started YouTube to like make a list of the first 100 people that subscribed. And then when I'm, you know, if, fingers crossed, right? You get real big on YouTube, you can like send special merch to the first 100 people. But I don't have access to a list. Like, unless you make it public, I don't have access to a list of names or like usernames. So I don't know why I said that. Kind of an anti, like, kind of like an anti ad. Like, not exactly motivating you to be part of the first 100, but you know, it's a little personal thing. You know, so if Matt or Cozy, which is, you may have seen on Steam, change my name to Steam. I'm going to change it to Cozy, spelled with a K, for reasons I'll talk about in a different video. But, you know, you could be like, oh, I was there in the first 100 or the first 1,000, you know, assuming we get to 1,000, which would be pretty like mind blowing. But at the same time, I feel like maybe it's achievable. So anyway, yeah, subscribe to the channel, please. You don't want to miss any of the videos. You know, I feel like we have a pretty good time here. And I certainly have a good time playing the games, bringing this content to you, and I have a much better time whenever I can like conversate with you. Another thing I would like to do in the same vein of, you know, flushing out or bringing about a lot of change to the channels, I'd like to start streaming again at some point. I haven't tried streaming since my Elgato shit out, and I was streaming Assassin's Creed Valhalla on the Xbox. But obviously you can stream through OBS. I just need to kind of figure out how to do it. But yeah, it'd be fun to do because it was nice having conversations with people in real time as opposed to just in the comment section of my videos. So Another thing that, will be fun to do in the future and is definitely coming down the pipe. So you don't want to miss it. So as always, subscribe if you haven't already. It's real cool. Again, first 100. Yay. And, please be sure to drink lots of water and eat lots of food. That stuff's really important. Like, I don't feel like I'm a person that gets hangry, but my girlfriend, Hannah, if I'm like getting irritated at something, she's like, have you eaten? And then she'll like make me something to eat if I haven't eaten recently, because it affects you more than you think. Because sometimes when I get hungry, I feel sick to my stomach. That's how I know I need to eat something. But other times I won't even notice that. Like, I won't have that feeling, but I'll just be getting irritated at stuff, and putting some food in me and some water, that really helps. So again, very important to eat lots of food and drink lots of water, and try to stay happy and stay healthy. Do whatever you can. We need something to bring a little light to your life every day, whether it's going out and walking, or watching your favorite YouTuber, or playing an instrument, listening to music, getting a workout in, whatever. But it's very important to do that every day, because if not, like, you kind of wind up like me yesterday, where I just kind of sat in the house all day and just really didn't feel good by the end of the day. So please take care of yourselves. Drink lots of water, eat lots of food, all that kind of good stuff. Subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all here Friday for the last episode in Halo Infinite. Have a great week, everybody, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye.